for game number 1 of the Australian Brawlhalla World Championship.
Yep, absolutely. And here we go underway. Kylar Alice already getting the axe off the rip, getting a nice bit of stage control here. Doggo able to get the orb. Ooh. And I got to say, I'm loving the skins from both these players, Duke. I got to acknowledge that off the rip.
You know, I love it, but also Doggo could have had a cat on his head, so I'm going to be a little critical of that one. But at the same time, Kylar Alice looking good. I think that's the OEL colors as well, but a great read from Doggo makes me stop caring about what color Kylar Alice was and what color he's about to be if he's not careful.
Yeah, 100%. You know, this is probably one of the hardest matchups for Axe whatsoever, and you're going to see that's why Doggo immediately rotated out from orb into scythe, because it gives that stage control. There's so much punish, and a nice there off the rip. Doggo takes stock number 1 from Kylar Alice. But, you know, this is small Brawlhaven. It is Jala, right? Some of the most powerful SIGs in the entire game. This can swing in a matter of seconds, so make sure that no matter what, you don't go anywhere, because it's getting intense, it's getting hype, and I'm loving what I'm seeing for both these players off the rip here, Duke.
Yeah, Doggo doing such a good job getting extra credit on extra credit. Kylar Alice coming in as one of the lowest defense legends, will swing hard with that down sig. One of the favorites of the Jalas out there. He's back to the axe for the damage buildup, but he hasn't been getting the standard axe strings, right? I haven't seen a sidelight nair at all.
Yep. Well, how about a sidelight Sair? There you go, Duke. Yeah. That's a good way to build up some damage. Yeah, and that's definitely what it's going to take, right? Kylar cannot let Doggo get stage control, because when you have Axe going against Scythe, what's going to happen is, okay, that was a really good move right there. Rotating up by using the Sair, it's basically forcing Doggo to play out. But once Doggo's able to kind of force you in a situation where Doggo can eliminate just one of your jumps, that's where Scythe turns into the absolutely Houdini machine, where it turns into these crazy strings that get these early KOs each and every single time. But man, oh man, Kylar Alice bringing this one back real quick.
One more hit.
Might take the stock.
Okay.
Wait.
He gets the wall twitch. Oh, he goes down. Okay, the nair. He's still keeping the pressure going. Didn't get punished for it. Doggo still gets to live on this. Kylar Alice. Oh, the nair recovery. And Doggo gonna get that slight stock lead, but anything from Kylar could KO Doggo.
Yep, absolutely here, but man, oh man, not like that. One jump.
You gotta get something, though.
We talked about it. It just takes one jump. A huge end light does come out from Kylar Alice, misses a Sair, rotates to the web throw, but D-Light will confirm the KO. But man, oh man, Kylar Alice has a huge mountain to climb within this situation here, as Doggo is looking to be in a very comfortable lead in this final stock matchup right here, right now. It is a best of 5. This is game number 1 for everyone tuning in right now, and it is getting absolutely spicy for Australia BCX 1v1. Man, oh man, Duke, this could be it right here.
Sidelight into the end sig, the not true KO combo, but it still works out as Kylar Alice didn't have the dodge in time, and Doggo takes game number 1. Will Kylar make the swap? He's got a huge character pool. We've seen him play a tournament winning by swapping every single game. And it looks like this is going to be a swap as he goes over to the Bodvar, the classic for Kylar Alice.
Yep, and I love that swap here, too, because, you know, Kylar Alice has obviously realized right now, I'm not going to be able to use Axe into this side.
Nope.
I'm getting punished. I'm getting countered each and every single time. So I need a legend that's going to have really, really good KO confirm options and damage build-up potential and have pretty solid stats. And you know what? The fortunate thing for Kylar Alice is, you know, that's the perfect situation for, you know, one of his best characters in the game, which is Bodvar. So here we go. Already off the rip, maintaining stage control, beautiful movement, rotating the spot dodge and the end light. We're seeing a totally different beast right now. And I love the switch up here from Kylar Alice, Duke.
It is a little bit of a war of attrition, right? Kylar Alice, he's hitting a neutral light, and he won't do anything afterwards. I've seen players time and time again do those chain dodges to chase forward, and he's like, if I do that, Doggo just gets a free end light, and I burn my dodge. Another Sair. Where is it? 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 He's just going to recover him. He got damaged. That's okay.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. Pretty close to about a D-Light recovery here. A D-Light Sair should be enough to get it pretty close to KO, but Doggo is snapping. That was absolutely nasty, Duke. The wake up with the end sig into the Sair again. Man, oh man. Doggo's a dog that ain't giving up. You know what I'm saying? Doggo ain't giving up. I'm loving it. Doggo's here to win.
He's that chihuahua at the pound, right? He is barking. He's making noise. He's making sure everybody knows that he is here to fight, and nobody should be messing with him. But Kylar Alice is trying. Side air still not enough. Needs to get this stock off Doggo. He had it for so long. He's not going to hit Doggo. with the turnaround, gets the first stock of game number 2.
That was insane, man. Looking like the Matrix. Up, down, all around, dodging the Sair, the recovery, and the Nair. Nice KO confirmed, though, from Kylar Alice. So we are dead even at 2 stocks even white for game number 2 here. And all right, this is what I'm very interested to see. We have Doggo on side, Kylar Alice on hammer. Will Kylar Alice be able, okay, that was a beautiful start right there, but will Kylar Alice be able to stop these side strings that we've seen from Doggo that have built up so much damage so fast, Duke?
You can see Kylar Alice is definitely trying to play a little bit more grounded around Doggo. Goes in for the dash down light, and Doggo gets a nice little punish. Just kind of a 2-piece. Stomp doesn't get the side air. Goes for it again. He's sliding too far on the stomp, so he can't follow up. Doggo thanking his lucky stars. It's fate. She's got a lot of those lucky stars.
Yeah, right. And, you know, the fate just might be in the cards that Kylar Alice can bring this one home for the dub.
Oh, Kylar!
Oh, again? What is happening? Everybody's going to be saying, you know, everyone's always talking about stomp Sair, stomp Sair. It's too good.
Oh,
but
my
my gosh, Doggo!
He's gone.
Doggo! Oh, my gosh, who let the Doggos out? It must have been the Fates. There's no Butterscotch Cats tonight, Duke. It's all the Doggos rolling with the Fate. Man, oh, man, now a stock lead for Doggo off the rip. And, oh, my goodness, every time we feel like Kylar Alice is picking it up, Kylar Alice comes back a bit. And now it's even one stock. But Kylar Alice just hasn't been able to get ahead.
Yeah, he's been so close to getting that lead, right? He had the lead in the first stock, but couldn't confirm it. Had the lead in the second stocks, but he wasn't getting those follow-ups. And again, in the third stock, he's building this lead. But if he's not careful, Doggo might still get the stock.
Oh, yeah. And this, I mean, they're neck and neck right now. I'm loving the nairs. The positioning is coming out. Both players are showing so much patience. Doggo, though, with a beautiful read, but he went for the sideline instead of the nair. And what that did, that's now opening up Kylar Alice to now have the middle of the stage. And notice how Kylar Alice he's holding that middle no matter what. He will do anything to hold down to this middle.
Snap.
Oh, no.
Bad spot. Ground pound. One more hit.
No.
Kylar Alice looking for the chase touch, doesn't need it. Doggo, no turnaround. Kylar Alice backs up, respects the offstage, doesn't want to get dared again. A D-Light recovery is all he needs, and Doggo's unarmed. This should be a Kylar Alice, but he gets the side.
Man, I mean, it's pretty much one string away. Recovery does it. Okay, good movement.
That's a sigh of relief.
Good movement. Yeah, man, 1-1, 1-1, best of 5. And I'll tell you what, what I love the most from Kylar Alice is what we talked about a little bit. Kylar Alice, no matter what, would not give up stage control. No matter what. Did not care if it cost the weapon, if it cost extra damage, did not care. Kylar Alice was rotating back in the stage control each and every single time. And what I also like, too, is Kylar Alice seemed to find, I mean, kind of a solution to the scythe, you know?
A little bit.
Like, there was opportunities where Kylar Alice was able to build up damage, but we definitely saw Doggo still absolutely dominate with scythe. So let me ask you this, Duke. If you're Doggo, okay, it's 1-1 in the set right now, and you have seen kind of that you're able to succeed, you know, with that scythe, what is going to be your game plan heading into this matchup for Game 3 in a best-of-5? It's probably the most pivotal of the matchup for all momentum going in. What is your game plan coming into this now?
Well, it's funny because you talk about the scythe of Doggo, but really it felt like a lot of orb play, and we saw in the stat line 292 damage put out from the orb of Doggo. So that might just be the game plan, to say, you know what, hey, the scythe, it has those moments where it looks really, really good, but still, I'm feeling the orb, and I think the orb had those moments for the KOs, which is the most valuable thing.
Yep, I love that. Great analysis, Duke. And, you know, especially with, you know, I think we've only seen like 2 NSIGs come out, you know, from that orb, but both have hit every single time for Doggo, too. But, man, oh, man.
Never mind.
I mean, that's a lot of damage from Kylar Alice coming out off the rip, though. But Doggo, again, wakes up with this scythe, starts to hit these strings. And, okay, here we go. Just like you said, Duke, rotating the orb now, looking for the KO option. Both players really, really, really trying to maintain the stage control in the middle here. Oh, that was such a good read.
Yeah, that was great patience from Kylar Alice. Right? He hits the sidelight and just waits, and it's like, all right, you're going to burn something, panicking out.
Yep.
And I'm just going to catch it with the reaction. Doggo with the downlight gets the side air. Again, Doggo is going to get the first stock. Oh, no! Kylar Alice gets the wall touch.
Oh, my gosh. It's something that's so interesting right now, Duke. I don't know if it's maybe nerves or something like that, but we're seeing, I mean, these are some of the best players in the entire world, and we're seeing, you know, both Kylar Alice and Doggo miss, you know, inputs that they never miss.
Yeah, they should be muscle memory, but you know what? Those muscles are tense because it's the World Championship. It's the most stressful a Brawlhalla match can be. And Kylar Alice is going to have the hammer stomp side air. Doesn't miss it this time.
He hit that time. I think if we have a stomp Sair counter, 1 for 4. 1 for 4. Hey, but it's the one that mattered the most there. Kylar Alice does take the initial. Oh, I'm loving this. Big damage off the rip there. And notice with Kylar, too, I love it. You see Kylar's patience? Kyler's like, I'll throw out a move. I'm running. Oh, man, but Doggo with a beautiful wake-up N-Sig off the rip to bring it down to 2-stock, 2-stock. You know what, Duke? This is just such a beautiful thing from what you talked about earlier is it doesn't get closer than this. No. You know, for these players' PRs, I mean, they are neck and neck, trading blows each and every single time. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. So much damage off the dodge read again. Doggo dodges forward, hits the turnaround end light, and gets so much because Kylar Alice is spot dodging on hit.
And I mean, I'll tell you right now, the mental game that you have to after you get hit with a side string that gives your opponent the advantage in the damage aspect when it was dead even just like that. Another stop there, missed 1 for 5.
That's not his fault. That's not his fault.
Okay,
all right, soft platform. It was a little low. We've all been there. All right, it's fine.
You're right.
All right, off stage, still no weapon. Kylar Alice full disengage. Wants to get away from that one. Oh, didn't get the landing punish. Doggo was in sweat beats. He had no options. But now we're in the off stage.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of an sig. Oh, we almost saw the shake and bake come up from Kylar Alice off of the D-Light dare into the Sair. Unable to connect, though. Again, the platform on Small Mammoth over here just being a little bit confusing. Okay, but there's a true little bit of action there.
I like that he went for that. Like, so the sword one was interesting, right? Because he went for the dare, which is that extra hit in case Doggo was a little too healthy. He wasn't confident in the survival. Great damage build up again from Kylar Alice. But just a second ago, went for the optimal. He's so optimal with his follow-ups.
Yep. And now Doggo in a beautiful position to weapon throw. All right, confirms the KO. Nice. All right, 1 stock to 1 stock. It's best of 5. Both players each have a win. They're 1-1 here right now. Oh, but man, Kylar Alice probably with the largest lead we've seen thus far of this entire set.
This is big, and that's a stock. Kylar Alice off the hammer. Going to take game number 3. The potential for the upset is real.
Yeah, that was massive, and I mean, that was 180 damage advantage for Kylar Alice in that matchup. And you know what it ultimately came down to was, Kylar Alice's hammer, right? It was the hammer and the patience and the ability of Kylar Alice to really make the most of these punish opportunities. So if I'm Doggo right now, you really got to kind of think a little bit here, right? Because now you're down, 2-1. If Kylar Alice wins this one, obviously you're going down to the loser's side now, which – you don't want to do that, in any aspect.
It doubles the number of matches you have to play.
Yeah.
It makes it so much more stressful.
Yep, 100%. So I guess, again, Duke, if you're Doggo, so Doggo's staying on that fate, I feel like you got to kind of rely a little bit more on that orb.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can see the damage numbers. Kylar Alice put out 366 on that hammer, definitely true to what you were saying. And then on the other side, Doggo this time leaned into the side, 309 damage put out. But really, the orb is the big threat. That's the thing that Kylar Alice generally has to respect more. The Scythe has all this potential. It gets out this great damage. But the orb is the thing that makes Kylar Alice think about what he's doing.
Yep, 100%. Well, here we go. Going into game number 4 now. Kylar Alice up 2-1 in the set against Doggo. And off the rip here, we are now on Apocalypse. So I believe we've gotten a different map almost every single time thus far. So I'm definitely loving the the switch up here, especially with Doggo wanting to rotate into this matchup here. But we're seeing kind of the same strategy we've seen from Doggo, and Doggo did get a win in the very beginning using this strategy. So hey, maybe Doggo's found a little bit of the kink in the armor of Kylar Alice's hammer here. But I mean, we're definitely going to have to see a much better improvement if Doggo's going to bring this one back here, Duke.
Ooh, but Kylar Alice not really giving Doggo any opportunities. Doggo able to pick up the weapon on the corner there, and Kylar Alice went for kind of an awkward punish. Of course, the Bodvar Classic, the down signature, I'm sure Sparky loves to see it, but hates that it didn't hit because that thing can KO so quick. It's great spiking potential. Kylar Alice needs a wall touch soon. Okay, the recovery. Secures the touch. That was so critical, but Doggo's still getting more.
Yeah, and that was so tough because the recovery didn't actually fully extend off the rip, but a nice weapon throw off the rip. Doggo said, hold this orb for me real quick, homie, and then you can catch the feet to the head. Man, oh man, Doggo, though, with a nice comeback after an alarming start from Kylar Alice at the very beginning there, being able to bring this one back. So just a quick reminder, it is best of 5, and Kylar Alice is up 2-1 in the set. So Doggo does have to win this matchup to force a game number 5. So obviously the pressure is on, and Doggo is rising to the occasion, Duke. Man, oh man, and it's the orb,
keep it going.
Like we talked about.
Was it there? Ooh, went for the side air there. Yeah, the orb from Doggo so critical, but Kylar Alice does finally finish it up. I think Doggo primed his weapon well enough, so it will be back to the orb. Yeah, did a great job. He swapped to the side, threw it away, went back to the orb. Kylar Alice going to get a punish. Nice 2-piece here. Slightly suboptimal, was definitely looking for the side airs, but that's the best he could get in that situation. It was a stomp side light, and Doggo still ready to take the stock off of Kylar Alice. Again, primes it,
that's gonna
and
do it.
Kylar Alice down to his final stock here in game number 4.
All right, so we're looking at a potential game number 5, first game 5 of BCX.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. And you know what? Better than, you know, 2 of the top PR homies in this whole entire tournament. But, man, oh, man, if you think Kylar Alice is going to go out without a bang, you are sorely mistaken, because all it's going to take is one read, one string from Kylar Alice to bring this one back. But Doggo, with this orb, is building up so much damage and punishing Kylar every time.
Okay.
Big stomps there. Duke, this is
Weapon
huge.
denied. Doggo got disarmed off the stomp sider. Kylar Alice needs to capitalize and get this KO, but Doggo picks up the scythe. He's got to be careful here how he picks his opportunity to engage. Doggo not going to land. Kylar Alice definitely looking for that downlight. You can see Doggo's like, I'm not going to stay grounded long enough for you to get this back to the orb.
Yeah, I mean, and Doggo knows. Doggo's like, I cannot take damage on this stock. No matter what, I have to be able to build up as much as possible before I get the KO. That was a huge sidelight there right there. Now getting Kylar Alice already into the dark orange. Doggo again going for the weapon starve, rotating back into that orb that Kylar Alice has not had an answer for. The double hit off the rip, but a nice Sair there. Still not enough from the unarmed Sair. And Kylar Alice has really got to be getting nervous. All right. Okay.
He's going to clean it up, but we'll have to play a perfect stock if he wants to deny the Game 5 opportunity. Doggo just needs 2 more hits and can finish off this stock of Kylar Alice. Kylar Alice has got to be careful here.
This is, I mean, Kylar Alice has to do it here. Yep, there's the weapon starve. There you go. Now you're rotating into the hammer against unarmed, where Kylar Alice has done so well, though. Yeah, every time. But, okay, here you go. You got orb into the hammer. It's looking tough for Kylar right now.
He's got the 2-piece. Doggo, just a side air. And you can see how far that launched Kylar Alice. He is so incredibly damaged. No punish on the whiff nair. Okay. Take the stage control. Back to the sword. A little bit safer, but one more sider, and Kylar Alice will likely fall here. It's the neutral light. He's got no jumps. That is going to be the Game 5.
Nice.
Doggo and Kylar Alice go into Game 5.
Yeah, man. First Game 5 of BCX. And what better of a matchup than it to be for Australia than Doggo going against Kylar Alice. And, you know, Duke, we talked about it. I love it. It's almost like the players are listening to us in real time while they're fighting. But Doggo decided to rely on that orb, which was able to build up so much damage potential. And as you see, get those KO confirm options, so much more. I mean, just look at that off the rip. 567 damage dealt for Doggo. And then I think the big thing that we're about to see up within the next frame here is going to be the difference between the orb to the scythe damage as well. And boom, there you go, Duke. Wow.
Not too surprised to see. I think everybody watching knew that was an orb game from Doggo, and Kylar Alice just did not have the answer to the orb. In Game 5, it's going to be on Kylar Alice to figure out what that answer is. Is it the hammer? The hammer was looking good, but I'm not sure if that's enough.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? It's Game 5. It's BCX. Everything is on the line. It all comes down to this, you know. Right, granted, right, if you lose, you still got a chance, but you're on the loser side, and like you said, double the games, which you don't want to do. So both players understand that this part of the tournament right now, hands down, is the most important part of their entire career for this 2021 season. So it's all coming down to this. Who wants it more? And I absolutely love that it's Kylar Alice and Doggo, because right now this matchup is going to make such a statement for the remainder of this Australia BCX 1v1.
It's going to be huge, of course. We're going into Game 5. Doggo on the fake, Kylar Alice sticking with the Bodvar. We'll see what happens as we get into Miami Dome for game number 5. The difference here, whoever wins this game is either going to get top 5 or a top 3 finish. This is such a huge match.
Yeah, it's also, I mean, even from...
Oh, stop! What a start!
Oh, my goodness.
What a start! Get the stock, though.
Oh, my goodness. The
Give me the highlight.
D-light into the
still got a chance.
Into the DC. Yeah, right. Just go. maybe hit a nice little spot. Now, do it again. Do it again. Looking for it. Man, unable to get it, though. But look at the damage advantage off the rip. Kylar Alice has awoken and coming out like an absolute monster out of Australia. I'm loving it. Man, oh, man. You know, that's a clean stock.
What?
That's a clean stock.
Like there's some dust on the monitor. Is he easy touch? I can't tell. He's so healthy. Oh my goodness. Doggo needs to find some solution. Maybe the scythe. Kylar Alice back it up. He's like, you know what? I won the first stock engagement. I just got to maintain this lead now for 7 minutes if I want to win.
Yep, absolutely. And you know what I'm kind of liking from Kylar Alice here? I mean, we're still seeing a bit of aggression, right? Because where Kylar Alice has really shown a lot of that patience is where Doggo's been able to strike. Whereas that aggression off the bat for stock number 1. That caught Doggo so much by surprise.
He was not ready for it.
It put Doggo in a terrible position off the rip. And now we're here at literally we're over a stock advantage now for Kylar Alice in this situation. And if you're Doggo right now, I mean, you got to be sweating. But, you know, this is where, you know, it comes to crunch time. This is where your mental training and all of your abilities and everything that you have and your inner part of your being has to come out right here, right now. This is BCX.
You got to start aligning those chakras because you are down a full stock and more. As Kylar Alice is still landing hit after hit onto Doggo. Doggo is over to the orb. That's what he was able to build up so much damage with. But Kylar Alice still finding responses. Punish? No. Couldn't fall through this off platform in time.
Yeah, that was tough. That was super tough, though. And once again, though, Doggo has to confirm this KO, or basically Doggo's going to have to hit, you know, a 3-stock reversal here, which it's not impossible. Oh, my gosh, the jukes. Oh, put it on a mixtape, dude. Put it on a mixtape.
It's fire. Kylar Alice up 3 stocks to the 1 of Doggo. He wants this top 3. He deserves it in his mind, but can he get it?
Man, oh man, and I mean, it's just, I mean, it's right there. It is right there for Kylar Alice to take right now. All that this match is now depending upon is can Kylar Alice finish? Can Kylar Alice confirm this game? Because right now, I mean, man, oh man, it's looking pretty convincing right now, Duke.
Doggo's got to be so upset. The number of times he's been so close to finding that move, and Kylar Alice just taps him away, hits him with the nair, hits him with a weapon toss-up. Doggo finally denies the 3-stock, but like you said, he's now got a reverse 3-stock if he wants to go into the winner's final.
Yep, absolutely. And you know what it's going to take from Doggo here, if you're a fan, right? You know, keep your hopes alive because Doggo is using Scythe, and that's one of the best weapons in the game to get 0 to KO confirms each and every single time off the rip. So Doggo just has to play patient here, look up for ways to build this damage, and just hopefully get lucky on a really nice read to confirm this KO. Other than that, it's going to be pretty tough here, Duke. But anything's possible.
Anything is possible. You know what? A big gimp here would be absolutely massive. Definitely something to sing praises of. And Doggo's trying to work for it. But, okay, off stage, Kylar Alice, great dodge again. Down air. Doggo still gets the wall touch. And Kylar Alice is going to back off. He's like, you know what? I won the engagement. I'm doing good. She said yes.
Yeah, you know, that's a veteran move. That is a veteran move right there because I'll tell you what, 9 times out of 10, pretty much any player in the game that's not a pro, they're going all in.
They go in.
I got this. I'm going to do it. Oh! And then what happens is you get no, stomp side sig. Oh, no.
He's shown he's got a bunch of stuff, but he hasn't shown he's got a Russian Mafia because he's dropped it 3 times. But the down sig will connect. Kylar Alice wins it out in game number 5. He's going to winner's final.
Man, oh, man. And the 217 damage advantage for Kylar Alice sitting in that throne. Hey, you know what, man? I try to look at numbers. I studied economics in college.
That's like the same thing.
I guess you're right. It's a mathlete that gets paid, I guess, right? In a different aspect. But, yeah, you know, man, oh, man. I mean, Kylar Alice, phenomenal gameplay. And we'll be moving on. And, you know, to be honest, what looked like Doggo set to win in the beginning, you know, from what we saw in game 1 and in game number 3. I mean, Doggo looked in control every single time. But Kylar Alice, I mean, if you're in Australia right now, I'm not saying the King's back. I'm not